These 3 turns opened my mind to the reason that skiing whiteboard presentations are only 50% effective. While trying to draw this set of turns, I realized you can draw the tracks the skis leave in the snow, or you can draw the path your center of mass travels. While the 2 drawings are similar, there are 2 very important differences. The ski path is constantly curving, while the center of mass path includes these straight portions where the center of mass is moving linearly and not on a curve. I have an entire other video on this concept, and if you're unfamiliar with it, I would recommend checking it out. The center of mass drawing includes these curved portions as well as these straight portions. This is where the ski has been released until the new ski is engaged. Why is this important? When you're on the chairlift and looking at your tracks, you see this. While you're skiing, you feel this. Centripetal forces, no centripetal forces. 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 This is a real feeling and can be identified within yourself while you're skiing. These curves are real and are staring at you from under the lift every time you go up, but they don't represent what you feel. Superimposing one line over the other is no small task. If you add the center of mass track to the tracks, you'll get the center of mass inside the skis here, and then at release, the center of mass is going to cross over here, and then you'll have center of mass back on the curve. This gives the impression that there's an up and over move. It also gives the impression that coming out of this curve, the center of mass dives down the hill and does not continue in a straight path from that curve. The reality is that the center of mass travels along this path that is set by the completion of the turn and follows this smooth path. Effectively, as you finish the turn, you are coming up with an aim for your center of mass to travel upon until you engage the new ski into the next turn. Superimposing the ski path over the center of mass lines leads to these arcs here and these arcs here, but then you get this funky looping curve that does not reflect the reality of the tracks in the snow that you see from the chairlift. So what's going on? As the skis come around the outside, they're traveling at the same velocity of the center of mass on this curved path. When the skis switch from your right side to your left side, right here, you have the velocity that you're traveling forward as well as that switch velocity. So the skis are moving at a faster rate than the center of mass through this portion. Thus, you can't draw the 2 diagrams on top of each other. This is confusing. It's always been confusing. I was always confused by it, but I think this representation is accurate. So you can either draw the tracks in the snow or you can draw the center of mass. The center of mass is a better drawing because it represents what you feel. The tracks are an important drawing because they represent what you see on the hill below you. Understanding the differences between the 2 can help you be a better skier and explain skiing better to athletes or clients. And being able to describe this change in acceleration of the skis as they switch under the center of mass can help to clarify what's going on in the ski turn. I hope you found this helpful. This epiphany is something I'm really proud of, and I think that can help people in their skiing and especially help understanding between coaches and athletes. Thank you for watching Ski Dad TV. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you did, then please share some value back. Ski Dad TV is a value for value proposition. If you're getting some value out of this presentation, then please share some value my way. Thanks for watching, and keep shredding out there.